Hello, I'm Danielle Butler.
And I'm Mark Butler.
We are the co-founders of Hatchrow Running Club. As you can see, we started the club in March 2013, so we've just recently celebrated our year anniversary. Last year, I'd sort of spoken to a lot of people at school about running, and people used to say to me, oh, I'd love to run, but I don't know where to start, or I'm not the right shape for running, or I just couldn't do it. And so one night I sort of came home, I think we were sat here one Sunday evening, weren't we? And I said to Mark, we should start up a running club. So basically we sort of took it from there. Mark...
She has these ideas from time to time. Let's get married, let's start a running club. They're the two best ones she's had so far. Social media is just amazing at the moment. So I suggested that we set up a Facebook group called Hatchrow Runners, because the name kind of writes itself. And we set a date, which was Wednesday the 6th of March.
Yeah.
And 10 people turned up. Then the week after, 15 turned up. And then within a month we had about 35 people coming along.
Yeah.
So I rang the Association of Running Clubs and said, this is what we've done, what do we need to do? And he said, in this day and age you kind of need to sort of just get the association registered, because it covers you for third-party insurance and that sort of stuff. I think our goal from the very beginning was to try and eliminate cost and ability from joining a running club.
Yeah.
We decided to charge £10 a month, so £10 a month, £10 a year, because it covered the basic cost of running the club, plus a little bit extra for getting things like this in process.
Was it because when we first started running, we all just used to turn up in our own clothes, and then as it got a bit more serious and we had a few more members, we were like, right, I think it's time to get some club vests and t-shirts now and become a little bit more official.
Well, Kim was our 100th member.
Yeah.
And we had 40 people running the Basingstoke half marathon.
Yeah. And then in in the Reading half marathon, which we've just done, I think we had
74 finishes.
Yeah.
Which was as many as any other club in the UK.
And there was just so many people who were just completely wowed by the amount of
Hatchrow
running vests.
We had to hire a 100-seater double-decker bus.
Yeah.
That took us all to Reading, and I think everyone thought Team GB had done it.
Obviously we've got our sort of 3, 5 and 6 mile routes, club run routes, and actually as we go into the summer we'll have extended routes as well for people training for the half marathons. We have a lot of runs that go out at the weekend for people doing longer runs as well. We found a little bit of a gap, because initially when people came to join the club, there was people who sort of couldn't run 3 miles, so they were running and walking a bit, but then they progressed so everyone could run 3 miles. So, you know, I sort of turned around to Mark at kind of September time and said, we've got a bit of a gap. We can't cater for beginners now, because people coming into the club, if they can't run 3 miles, they're going to get a little bit left behind. So we then decided to start the Couch to 5K, or Couch to Park run that we called it, which we started at the end of January, which was for complete beginners. And we've basically taken them through a 9-week programme, and we've taken them from not being able to run right up to running 5K, and they've all done so well. I mean, we've got probably almost, what is it, about 50 people.
Well, I've just completed my first 3 miles, and I'm chuffed to bits. I'm really pleased to be running with Hatchrow Runners, because they're so supportive. They really encourage people, and I couldn't even run for the post box before, and now because of this I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm feeling so much fitter. I've lost quite a lot of weight, which I'm pleased about, always a plus. But the main thing is I'm fitter, and I've met lots of lovely people.
These girls have just done their fastest run ever, coming in about 32 minutes, was it? Yeah, 32 minutes for 3 miles. Brilliant.
Woo! The people that have done the Couch to 5K, they've all done so well, and they've really enjoyed it.
I'd say the kind of community spirit behind the club is what's made it so successful.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a good day running, and everyone will have a bad day running. There are some days where you need to be encouraged, and there are other days when you can encourage someone else.
Yeah.
And we never had to ask anybody to do that. a new person would naturally turn up for the first time. Someone would go and say hello, find out what their sort of ability is, introduce them to someone of a similar pacing and ability, and they would just nurture them and help them get going.
But yeah, we've had real kind of solid friendships like that before.
And that's what's made the club grow so quickly, because friends will bring a friend along. So before we hit our first birthday, we'd actually reached 206 members, which is just crazy. But we've had some great people join the club. Nick and Sharon joined us from Pompey Joggers with coaching experience. We've had some great physical training instructors join the club, give us loads of advice. A lot of ex-military people that were fantastic in the beginning. People
with really amazing organisation skills that can just say, right, I'll take that off you and help.
So I think the natural next stage for us was to try and get our England Athletics affiliation, which isn't something you just get given. You have to reach a certain standard and qualify for it, and we got that last week. So we're well chuffed about that. So membership costs have rocketed to £20 a year, which include your England Athletics affiliation, of which you get so much more back in benefits that you more than cover the cost.
It's been a whirlwind year, and it's just, we sometimes have to pinch ourselves when we sort of sit here and think about being sat here on the sofa just over a year ago and saying, should we start what we thought would be a little running club?
It's a joke. It's a joke that's gone horribly wrong. Because as a club we try and get involved in more than just running. Tried to help some charities out. We did a load for the Hope for Jaden charity. We raised probably as a club about £5,000 to help send Jaden and his family to Florida. We did a 24-hour relay, 3-mile relay that obviously went through the night. Big glow stick relay baton, that was when I think that was the day that I realised what the club had become, because there was about 70 different people involved in that relay, and not one person let us down. Not one person didn't turn up. In fact, there was such a massive buzz around the pub where we did the relay handovers that people were coming down early for their shift.
It went perfect.
It was just amazing, and Jaden came down to start the relay off. And it couldn't have gone any better.
I think it's, we've got some really good runners. We've got some people who are very competitive and really good runners, and we can do really well in lots of different events. But we've also got people who kind of just go out and they're not interested in the racing side of it. They just want to come along and run to keep fit.
Hi there, my name's Stuart Martin. I joined Hatch Warren Runners over a year ago. Due to having a stroke, I ballooned to 21.5 stone. I now weigh 14 stone. It was due to just losing weight, meeting people, having good fun, and I've done all of those.
Such a mix of people, it's amazing, but it's lovely. It's really, really lovely, isn't it?
Hi, my name's Simon. I joined Hatch Warren Runners about a year ago, mainly because I gave up smoking and I needed to find something to do that I really liked that involved not smoking, and it's been great since then. Really, I've become really fit, fitter than I could ever imagine. Lost a lot of weight and made a lot of new friends. So really pleased.
Hi, I'm Sharon, and this is my husband Nick. We're both members of Hatch Warren Runners.
And have been so since September
2013. Yes.
Yeah. I tried a few clubs, Basingstoke and Alton, and while they were okay, they didn't seem quite as friendly as Hatch Warren Runners. So we've stuck with Hatch Warren Runners.
And we moved into the area back last summer, and the first thing we did was think, right, let's find a running club, because we don't know anybody in the area at all, and we needed to get a social circle, and it's certainly given us that. We've made some great friends, and friends that we perhaps would seen we've known for years rather than months.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Very friendly bunch of people, very encouraging, and able to offer any runner, from a beginner to an experienced runner, what they need to get up and off the couch and go running.
We now hire the running track once a month.
Just to mix it up a bit.
A friend of ours said ages ago to us, if you left your community, would anyone notice? And at the time, we probably thought no. but I think now people probably would notice.
Yeah, a few people said to me that they haven't actually run on their own since they've joined the club because they don't enjoy running on their own. Running with other people.
That deserves a boom! Bam!